Hey guys, today's video is going to be talking about this old generator here, and this is a good example of it because when we first started working on it, it wasn't generating, and I tested the rectifier here, and basically all this one is, the 3-prong one, is 2 diodes in here. Power should flow from this one to this one, and from this one to this one, but not this way and not this way, because there are 2 diodes and they're letting power flow in one direction. Just think of it, this one flows that way and this one flows this way. The diagram, I'll put it in here in a few minutes, will explain that better. And I was getting a short circuit between 2 of these, and one side was working, so that was bad. And I couldn't find a cheap 3-prong one, so I substituted for a 4-prong with about the same amperage rating. I think this was 30 and this is a 50 amp, which the amperage don't really matter. But the only difference is when a 4-prong one like this, you have a negative, which is like a ground. And like I said, this has 4 diodes in it. 2 of them point this way and 2 of them point this way. That way your positive comes out of this and your negative of the waveform comes out of this. Like I said, the diagram will show better of why you can substitute a 4-way in place of a 3-way. And another problem with it, a lot of times unless your field windings or your stator is burned up, it's either your rectifier in here or your brushes are causing problems. And it was both on this one. So I'm going to take the back cover off here and we're going to look at the brushes and the commutator. You'll be able to see what I had to do to fix it. And this one's pretty simple to take apart. It's going to be very similar on even a newer generator. It's just they all work basically the same. This is a 120 volt generator, if that matters. Now you can be able to see your wiring here. Let me get a close-up on this. You'll be able to see how the rectifier wires up. If you notice, I'm only using 3 of the 4 prongs. I'm not using the neutral, which is this right here. I'm just using the two AC connectors and the positive output. That's all I'm using on it. I'm just using half of the rectifier. Right here is where your brushes are. You got your wires here that'll come off, and to get your brushes out, you take this bolt loose here, and your brush will slide out. It's got a spring on it. You can see where the brush rides on your commutator, which is these 2 plates right here. And this one was real corroded. And what we did, I took the brushes out and filed them, similar to how I do on a starter motor, and had somebody help me crank the motor over gently while I held sandpaper up against this and got it cleaned up real good. And you can see it's starting to score a little bit, which don't matter too much because you can't feel it, but you want them real shiny like that because then you know it's gonna make a good connection. So if you do this and you replace your rectifier and your generator is still not generating, it's either your field windings or your windings on the stator. It's bad. That's really about all there is to these. They can go out. Some of them may have a fuse in them or a breaker built in somewhere. But that's really about all that can go wrong with them. Just a few tips on getting your generator generating again. And a lot of times you have to jar this while it's running to get them to work. If that's what it is, you can just usually just tap the brushes gently with a hammer. Sometimes that'll jar them to get them making contact again. But it's best to just clean them like that. And did that and it started generating just like it's supposed to. So, well, if you got any questions or comments, leave a comment below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So, thanks for watching.